Hello and welcome back to part 2 of our Trello training. I'm Vicky Lord, your host, and this is the playlist for Business Women's Journey, and it's how to create a beautiful business behind the scenes. So I have a healing and happiness business, and behind the scenes, I'm showing you how I'm building it out as well. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and today I said that I would show you how to I'll show you Trello first, how to create a month's worth of content in just a few hours. So if you look at this Trello board that I'm sharing with you now, you'll see I've got some categories. So it says numbers, mistake, myth, tips and strategies, a how-to tutorial, resources, problem, and top questions. So when you're in business, you've got to attract people, and the best way to attract people is by what their problems actually are, because everybody's going through a bridge. They're going from one destination to the next destination, and we want to help them to cross the bridge. And we do this by helping them to see where they are now. And where they are now is a belief system. So they've got a belief about a myth or a mistake, or they don't know how to get there, which is how the how-to tutorial will help them, or give them some tips. And that will help them to cross the bridge over to the happy side. So how do we create content for our people? And the first thing when you're thinking about content is to think about who do I want to help as number one, and what kind of personality do I want them to have? So it's really, it doesn't have to be extra complicated. It's just who do I want to help and how. So if you know that you want to help women in their 40s, write it down and give a bit of an idea of what they're doing. They have children, or they don't have children, or they're married, they're not married, or it doesn't matter, they're in a relationship. So just getting a little bit clear on how on their status. And then we can share some information like this with them and attract them to come and work with us. So I'll show you how I do this now. So if you remember this board, so I've got on the side here, I've actually got a few boards. So if you look to the left, I've got healing and happiness, and I have the same thing written in healing and happiness. So I've got numbers, mistake, myth, tips and strategies, how-to tutorial, and a list of resources, problem, top questions again. And then I have the mindset content calendar, which has the same thing. It has the mistake, the myth, the tips and strategies, and the how-to. So I couldn't choose just one thing. My favorite thing was healing and happiness, and I also love the imagination and I love mindset. So I chose them three as my pillar. So I'm going to share another screen with you right now. And this is my Word document, which I'm going to show you how you can use this. I'll share it with you as well. So if you want a copy, it will be in the link below. But it's how to create all that content that I just showed you in Trello. So all I'm going to do is copy and paste this here. And I'm going to right click copy, and then I will go back over to my, actually, let me show you something else. I have to go to, not that one, this one. And I'm going to go to ChatGPT. So it's chatgpt.com, and I want to create a new chat. So I'm going to call this one Content Ideas. And then I'm going to put what I just copied into the chat bar. And this is going to ask it some content ideas. So the growth goal is to get my customers or potential clients engaged and in 4 steps. So the goal is to create content about what their aspirations are. So if you think about the person that you want to work with, what are 10 things in which way you can help them? So you just want to write it down here, and or write it on a piece of paper. But we just want to say you want to heal hurt, heal insecurity, find joy, a meaningful relationship. They want to have a stronger personality so they can do sales. And so you just want to write out a few things in the way that you help people. So you're addressing their biggest frustrations, and here's their frustrations here. They want a meaningful relationship, or they don't have confidence to achieve their goals, lack of confidence. And the list goes on. So write out your 10 ways in which you're going to help them to cross that bridge. So they're over here, lack of confidence, and you're going to help them get to confidence. So what's the little bridge you're taking them over? And so the biggest frustrations is the lack of confidence or the no meaning in their relationship. And then come down here, it's going to share hacks, new tools and shortcuts. So this is what you're asking ChatGPT to do. You don't have to write all this out. It's going to do it for you. And then, so down here, you're going to explain to ChatGPT your audience and ask them to help you. So this is what you're actually going to ask ChatGPT. So you can take all this away, maybe keep your little list here. Your lack of confidence and the healing hurt and insecurity. And then you can get rid of the rest because that's actually in your Word doc. So let's take that away because ChatGPT doesn't need to know that. So you're going to ask it to be a SEO expert. So here we go. Asking chat, please be an SEO expert and social media content strategist. Please generate content ideas for my business. I help, and then you put your avatar here, which is women, get results. And so you've got your list of 10 ways in which you help people. So there's hurt, insecurity, meaningful relationship, the list goes on. And so what I do with this is I choose 1 out of my 10. So here I'm going to choose insecurity. Women who have insecurity to gain confidence in themselves. So that is who I help. I help women who have insecurity to gain confidence in themselves. So they've got no confidence, they're going over the bridge, and they're having confidence. So please generate 7 types of content ideas related to insecurity. These ideas should fit into these categories: a mistake, a myth, a tip and strategy, a how-to tutorial, a list of resources, problem, or a top question my audience is searching for, and ensure that it attracts my ideal client. So my ideal client is already written up here, women who have insecurity. Finish the post off with, thanks for being here and I hope this helps. If you found this meaningful, follow for more, share with a friend and save for later. And we're going to press generate. And then it's going to say, I understand. And then it's going to give me 7 of my tips and strategies, a myth, how-to tutorial, all around insecurity. So now I'm going to let it finish doing its job. So now I have my 7 prompts about insecurity. So I come back over here and now I'm in the common mistake. So the common mistake women make when trying to overcome insecurity. And I'm going to copy this. And I'm just going to share and go back to my other screen with you. And I'm going to go, actually, it's in the same one. I'm going to go to my Trello board. And so I've come to the common mistakes. I go to my Trello board and I find my mistake one. So the insecurity one is going into healing and happiness. So I'm going to come over here, find the mistake. I'm going to add a card, and that's going to be the title for that card. Done. And so when I open it up, the common mistake women make when trying to overcome insecurity, and I come back over here, I got my post. I'm going to copy it and put it into my Trello. And I'm going to do that for every single one, for the mistake, for the myth, So debunking the myth, confidence in something you're born with, copy that, come over to the to the myth one. So look for the myth in your headlines. Here's the myth over here. Add your card and you're going to paste it, and then you're going to come back over and get the post. So what you're going to do with this, it's not always going to be written the way that you would see it. So what happens with me is this gives me the idea. So it gives me the idea, but it's not how I would talk. So I probably wouldn't talk about, I've already gone through here and I've scanned it to take out the words that I wouldn't use. But sometimes it throws you out some stuff that's not how you talk. So when you come through here and you've got all your list of headline ideas, and just say for this one, this isn't really how I'd talk. 3 ways to foster inner peace and tranquility amongst life's challenges. I actually wouldn't talk like that. So then I'd go and I'd change it to be my own way. I'd be like 3 ways to grow inner peace, and I'd change it into my language, and tranquility in the middle of life's challenges. In the middle of life's challenges. So you change it to the language that you would actually use, and ChatGPT will do this for you. It gives you a great head start. You've just got to go through and you've just got to save it to how you would like it. So when you come back to ChatGPT, so it's just on these 7 tips and strategies all around insecurity. But remember, we've got 10 content ideas. So I can take this back again. So I go back here, and now I go for my next one, which is, so we'll take away the insecurity, and we'll say, I help women who have sadness in their relationship to gain more meaning. More meaning. Can you please generate 7 types of content ideas around a meaningful relationship? So, related to 7 more content ideas related to a meaningful relationship. And then it's going to go and create this for me. And then we're going to do exactly the same thing as we did before. We're going to go and take the common mistake in relationships, and we're going to go put it back into our content calendar. We'll just give it 30 seconds and we'll have the whole list again already. So here we go. The common mistake couples make when trying to find meaning in their relationship. Come over here and we're going to find common mistake box. Here's the mistake box. Add a card. There's the title. Come and get our content idea and put it in. Oops. We'll put it in the chat box. So that, and you do that again and again and again for each problem that you're solving with your target market. So I hope this helped. How to create a content calendar content inspiration for your content calendar, and you can go and let it go and inspire you on how to create more content. And that's great headlines for starting a blog or starting a podcast. It's an endless supply of ideas, and it is a starting point. So if you want that little prompt sheet, it'll be in the comments below. And thanks for joining. If you found it useful, don't forget to subscribe.